couple of pixels up on Art, who is using that smoke to actually hide in. He's all alone. He's trying to stall enough time now. More players coming in. Grim takes point, block, instant kill onto Coldzera, turns his attention to Yuri. And the new recruit has posted up too, but Art's position now gonna be found. He hid in the smoke, and now he will strike. USP in hand, that's gonna be 3 kills down to Art, and that could be the round to follow up, but Leech may have to zip out through smoke. Oh my god! Eviscerate envelops on Liquid. Talking the talk, he's walking the walk as well, Scrawny. The friendly assassin now coming round the back with the FAMAS. Good flashbang in, but the CT's able to just stand their ground. Twists now encircling from the ramp. 2 kills go his way, but a deagle up close is going to put down Twist from Vinny, who's now trying to go in for more. Liquid actually have the advantage now in this post plant, but it's not necessarily planted for Elish, so he has to wide swing, and in doing so, Art may be there to deliver, but for the second consecutive time, Elish will clutch out for Liquid.
The 2 highest rated players for the event thus far, Grim and Nav. Ooh. 3rd and 4th, Art and Henny. So those are the stars we're looking for in terms of the consistency, but if today's the day Elish comes alive, then oh, FURIA may have their hands full. Vinny, are you kidding? Just connects into the head of Nav. This is one of those rounds that looks completely unwinnable, but Vinny is looking spectacular, and Elish even better.
Elish on the edge of 200 ADR, 191 to his name. It's early, but goes to show the impact that he's had. Grim comes in with 1, and it's that man Elish that's been shut down first. And with that talisman dead and buried, around 5, maybe this is where the Brazilians get their first success. Grim just around the smoke, makes some noise and gets sprayed out from Yuri. And this round should fall into place. NaFi, how much damage can you do on your way out? You know the CT economy is going to be lackluster. Back onto this side, though. So once he comes around the corner, NaFi may be a dead man. And indeed, Yuri puts the final nail in the coffin. FURIA finally on the board. He gives him extra firepower. I'd expect to see them drop that. 2 ops on T side, Vertigo, kind of unheard of, to be honest.
Oh no,
not ideal. Coldzera's going to be pressured as a result of that, but he can make a different angle come into effect. If Twist peaks, he's a goner with 1 bullet, and Coldzera's whiff smoke means nothing. It's all by design, or at least that's the way he'll try and spin it. And now Stewie, 1 versus 3, with FURIA taking the first casualties. They got the first pick from Stewie. And then Coldzera's awkward positioning. You thought this was going to go their way, but Coldzera gets nullified. It's a great cost to the HP of Stewie. Peering around the corner, no one's home. Good Molotov tossed in, forces him away from the site. 15 seconds to go. Stewie aggressive, nearly gets the shot. Needs to be careful. Judging that Molotov spread to perfection, but Vinny, realizing the time was low, went in for a peek. Does seem like they're going to keep some presence over on A. As Stewie can make his presence known, but Yuri puts him down and silences him. Coldzera using that smoke as a bit of sanctuary, spraying up through. The 2-player push, not going to be successful just yet, but now the second 2 come into play. And Elish and NaFi, although they're both wounded, are putting down frags. There's another one. Elish onto Coldzera. Henny begging that they're going to peek him at wide right side. But Elish not interested, just goes for the plant instead. And with 2 players, Liquid don't really need to make moves. They don't need to overextend. It's down to Henny to move in. And NaFi, the firing squad, is good from Liquid.
Because we saw that 2v4 unfold. Elish, he's going to get in front of the smoke here, catching Yuri off, but not being able to win the duel. Thomas bests the AK off on Art. Oh, catching Stewie in the jump. And a second versus Grim. Art, whether it's top mid, through ladder, or down the ramp of A, is just looking to swing the big green today. This game is back and forth, both within rounds and in terms of score. Liquid had just pulled ahead, only to be clawed right back into the mud. 5-5, inevitable. Unless Naf goes real nasty. Vince, he's already got ops posted on him. He will take the head of Vinny at least, and there's some sort of a victory within that. Keeping the cash so close, round after round, has been Liquid. NaFi knows he's getting boxed in. His time limited. 2 CTs per side. Henny's posted here on these sandbags, and there's lots of players coming his way, fully equipped to boot. But Yuri, he finds the better of the timing, and these smoke grenades, they are so constantly on the side of smoke. Stewie, he gets back his double. A crucial multi-kill, but there's just as many players on the flank, and Twist, he catches the first, not the second. K-Serrano swapping to the sniper, also cleared out by NaVi.
And allow FURIA to basically walk themselves into traps. That could be the way that they end this half 9-6. This should be a gimme of a round, forcing out Henny with the incendiary, and he will be finished off. Nades being exchanged, but more importantly for Liquid, frags being exchanged, and they're going the way of Liquid now. One of the last two purchased up on sandbags, Molotov out into the open, and Twist will not miss out. Art, Deagle, 1 versus 3. Needed that first kill cleanly, you feel, if he was going to pull this one off. And Liquid just edge ahead. This is why I'm a big fan of Vertigo. I know a lot of people out there aren't a huge fan of the map, but it gives you games like this when you have two
FURIA and Liquid. It's this perfect storm.
Oh, Henny. That's peak. Oh, he gets 2. I didn't think he got to control the spray well enough, but he did. And now Stewie in the same position gets 2, nearly spins for a 3rd. Can't get it done. It's going to finish. Find out which of these two teams will have their hand raised above their head for Vertigo. Grim gonna be pressured in, smoke in his eyes, affording the bomb plant. That grenade, though, chunking Grim, gonna make this retake that little bit more difficult, but a solid counter nade put into place. They know that Henny still has to be perched on the side. There was no way for him to rotate and retreat out of there. K-Serrano, Glock in hand, they're gonna line up for him. The first pistol went the way of Liquid, but K-Serrano is gonna try and take this one away from them. Art pushing through the smoke, spraying them down, and FURIA, the Brazilians, have got their revenge. 8-8.
And FURIA looking to take titles yet again. Look, Grim, same position as the pistol, same result. FURIA, they're just going to charge headstrong at him. Although last time they had players coming in from short, and the Liege, well, this time he stands tall. Art's low, Grim still posted, able to take the headshot. Weapons making a world of difference as Grim takes down 3. A bit of a cheeky spot, Vince, to look to lock down the line. Henny, he should die as he's burned out into the open, but he got his job done. That bomb is planted, and the man advantage maintained for the moment. Grim's back where the round started. Vinny has another smoke up close, and these CTs, it's not going to be easy to try and push their way past this crossfire. Vinny, he gets fully blinded when he shoots into the smoke, comes back out, tries to get kills, but can't. It's 4 members up for Team Liquid as we tie at 10. Opposite bomb site, it's Twist's turn to shine. He's playing close proximity. K-Serrano watching the bomb site. Quick little snap onto the face of Twist. And Stewie's behind Big Green. A smoke grenade that he's gonna try and peer over top of, but it's way too effective at cutting off his vision. Oh, and a little bit of smoke spam almost kills Henny. Stewie has the confirmation as he hops up over. K-Serrano has a safe plant, and Stewie, looming inwards, finds the first headshot, not quite the second. Both of these players with HP in the teens, and Henny's back on quad. Nav goes high. Bomb ticking, Henny in position, keeping it cool and calm and collected, but Naf is hunting for him. He can smell him, but he can't see him. Henny takes the clutch.
Vinny faster on the trigger. Naf banished to the nether realm for a little bit longer. Stewie, MP9 darting up. He can be as mobile as possible, can be as much of a nuisance as possible. Just comes in and taps here and there with the MP9, yielding 2 kills. And now this round quickly subsiding away from FURIA. They need Vinny on 25 and Yuri on 55 to try and clutch this 2v3. They have time to play with, but no grenades between the two of them. Yuri also making moves in. There is the tickle on the bomb they're waiting for. However, player on side, going to be flashed out. Good play from Twist, but FURIA.
Team Liquid putting FURIA in a difficult spot on their map choice.
Yeah, that's caused by not really paying off. The early damage from the Glockable weapons, enough to yield the kill to Twist, but this is where fish in a barrel for Stewie. 2K, 4K, he'll happily take those and pad those stats.
Team Liquid back off ever so slightly, and as they move back, FURIA move forward. They're setting utility, but here comes Grim, able to catch them off. A second kill, a third. 3 AK headshots for Grim on the A site. Vinny, he is stunned and stunted on that ramp. Had no chance in hell.
I could be proven very wrong. They still have timeouts at their disposal, but it's more the rounds that are running out of time.
And that's a bit of a hiccup. That's a bit of a mistake. That could come back to cost them because Alish, he gets softened up by the grenades, but it may not be enough. Art can't quite finish the frag. Even the wall bangs leaves Alish still standing, but another sidearm frag. And this is starting to go well for FURIA. They had little to work with. Vinny, he gets caught in the top of mid, so that AK is brought back. And FURIA, well, they're brought back to this B site by Henny. He's looking to exchange with Twist. He's got a good angle on the side of those boxes, but it gets called out. Twist now on his 20th kill and looking for another double to get that 15th on the board for Liquid. And FURIA, it is all falling around them, Vince. They just can't quite crack open this B site. They have Twist pinned in, down he goes, but 1 HP and 2 CTs means Liquid find 15.
That is a horrendous trade. Of course, Liquid don't know this for guaranteed certainty. Grim thinking about going for that peak. Flashbang in first, spins around, there's one. Nearly gets the second, and NaVi follows him up for 2 more. The trade's going beautifully in favor of Liquid. Oh my god, that aggression yields so much, and Liquid take the first map.
That's Mini, and they answered back with the smoke onto Squeaky themselves. Very tense pistol round, and nobody really wants to make much of a move just yet.
Flashes out, the push comes out as well. Twist gets the first. Yuri also chips in. He gets a double. And now Henny can hold the line as he spins into a double headshot. So Liquid, they took their time to press onto the site, but when they did, duel between these 2 heavy hitters potentially, or maybe not. They're going to bypass all of this by pushing outside instead. They're getting each other's way, but the timing there to duck down, nearly getting team killed, and Twist gets 3, sprays out onto the A side. It's all on Henny with the MP9, but the firepower is lacking. It will not stand toe-to-toe with these AK-47s, and now Art's going to show his hand. He goes aggressively through on Squeaky. That's the bomb that goes with him. Has the right idea. Elise spraying up through the vent, not landing a single bullet, and Art goes back in for more. He's been tagged down to now 19 HP. Post plant comes up, and Grim with full HP's up against him. All the pressure, all the emphasis put on Art's shoulders. Very capable shoulders as he lands the shot onto Grim. Art creates carnage on the canvas.
I think a little side conversation will be interesting to see how Grim can get into this game. You know, sometimes losing that 1 versus 1 early, that can do a lot to your confidence. And remember, he's never been to the semifinal with teams like this, let alone having a map advantage over FURIA as they absolutely deny any entry into that A site. It's Grim yet again, tapping with the tech. Vinny, perhaps his second head, but Grim now back in lobby, being flanked and being cut off. What? But Stu has hit the dirt. Naf's gonna burn coldzera into the open. Either he puts it out or goes for the peek, and oh my goodness, he gets the kill, but Grim, immediate trade frag. Alish, he's gonna get damaged as Art connects into Twist. Grim trades onto Vinny. 12 HP for the 2 remaining T's, and Art, oh, he tries to cheat around the side of the smoke yet again, and it's Henny, now tasked to clutch. Oh, and he gets shut down too. Alish, welcome to the scoreboard. But Liquid had the most recent, and maybe now, those scales you talk about ever so tip closer. Art, he had a very real chance at that second shot. Alish, a bit of a labored spray. Yuri trades straight away, and Yuri goes back in for second servings, trying to keep them off of Squeaky, but Grim goes ahead and catches Henny. That's that ramp play I'm talking about. Sometimes he just gets really aggressive, and it could have worked out had he corralled those players on Squeaky. How does this retake unfold? 1 kit on coldzera. Smoke for the bomb, perhaps. Double flashbang if they need to burst out. Then he's going to go ahead and pop the second window. Flashbang over towards ramp. That's where Stewie's at. No, excuse me. Stewie's still on rafters, and he gets aggressive, trying to take it all by control. Now leaving the lesser half players to try and keep this up. But Yuri, he is on an absolute tear. 3 kills in the post plant, but he got the kit. There's time. I swear there's time. Just enough of it. FURIA find their 6th. Could hold this position. If nobody from this T side comes through hut, then Art could be the thorn in their side in terms of a post plant. Yuri's going to try to line up spray through Mini, And it almost works, but here comes Grim with the headshot. Art does fall back for just the one kill because Twist comes in eventually. And this is what I'm talking about, Vince. If it's not Yuri with the multi-frags, then who's stepping up for Furia?
A real pain in the ass. Honestly, a masterclass. If you want to find out how to play outside on CT side nuke, watch Yuri. Furia force fight. MP9 Deagles aggression outside. Who else but, of course, Art. Using that smoke as a bit of cover. Now shows his hand. That's the bomb that drops with him. And there's 2 kills alongside it. He can now retrieve into the shadows. And all they see is a silhouette dancing around the edges, landing frags, and then somehow surviving. Another smoke comes out. But Grim is unsure. He wants to make sure he doesn't get pushed and skewered once again from Art's Deagle. Art could do this alone. Now making noise. Footsteps are found, but Grim whiffing out on his chance. If he goes down, the chances of Liquid winning this round go with him. But he takes Art with him at the very least and controls the bomb once more. However, his teammate, his partner in crime of NaVi, has bit the dust, and Grim gets shut down from behind. Not only does Art get those 2 kills crawling,
Holding W through them. And I think Art, he's a good example of it. He's just tucked on box. What a fantastic play to make. Clearing out Stewie as well. And getting rid of that MP9, the upgrade to the AK. I asked the question that if it wasn't multi-kills from Yuri, who was expected to step up? Well, Art now 2 rounds in a row, shutting down outdoors. Henny, committed position for the 3K spray down. No entry allowed.
garage and blue container so often. Really beautiful setup. Art again, aggressive outside, unreal that he has the temerity to go for that 3 or 4 times in a row, but this time he's been punished. This time Liquid aren't making that same mistake, but they don't check for Yuri. Yuri's now posted up with them, nearly a triple spray, but Alish holds on with 14 HP and a 3K by his side. And now Liquid have a chance, a glimmer of an opportunity to maybe pull this back somewhat come the end of the half, but Serato and Henny, they're still stood against them. Serato on Squeaky. Are they going to anticipate this position? Moving back and forth, keeping himself mobile. 1 kill traded out, and Grim gets 2.
I want to say, and I will confirm, nope, has not yet crossed the path of Yuri, who has 16 frags at the very, very top. But Art, his right-hand man, sticking in another shot for NaV. Yuri's going to pick up the kill versus Stewie. Art now knows there's a player close, and oh my god, he doesn't panic. In fact, he then just cranks the dial, but Twist will punish for that one. And he's trying to chase this back in the 1 versus 5, which is just so undoable, so unwinnable. They're met by utility and aggression. Art, he is going to peek into this and get punished for it. Twist takes his head, and now we're going to get them to activate. Team Liquid charging headstrong into the B site, just taking player after player down. Henny now the only answer, and Grim's going to make quick work of him right then after.
It's looking good for Liquid's 5th. And give them a bit of a lifeline. Vinny may cut that abruptly short, but he has no utility to play with, an incendiary in his face. And on top of that, he has Twists on the other side, plus a slew of terrorists who are looking to envelop him, and envelop him they shall. Halftime reads 10-5 in favor of Furia.
No contact just yet, barely any damage done, and the bomb plant's not far off of this. Here's Henny trying to give cover over towards Mini side. He is that bomb planter, so now he commits. And the flashbang means Team Liquid, they just drop down from heaven. There's keys right in front of them. That smoke grenade creating chaos as Liquid just sweep away the second pistol. Vinny getting ever closer. Leash, he's going to pop his head up. Oh, a bit of a late reaction, but still able to catch that first kill. Art trades it and focuses forward to find NaV on the scout. This AK from Art looking to be all the difference. Henny can't quite contain Grim inside of the hut, and Serato here's that reload just on the other side of the door. So we do get Furia ducking down to the B bomb site. Now listen, Vinny, he was one of the very first adopters of that creed, even before all the other pros knew of the meta, so he has the most hours on it. But does Yuri have that same comfort with the weapons? Seems so. Quick little headshot into Stewie, and it is almost flawless. We'd know that there's at least 1 man on site, but Art, he's still up on the rafters, and Twists clean execution with the FAMAS. surviving the headshot, presumably because of the glass. Now Henny, he's posted up himself. Yuri, he's going to take a bunch of damage here. Furia, they're looking to claw this one back. Back and forth affair in terms of force buys. Henny could be the world of difference, but it's Vinny with the final kill. Again, Furia on the hand cannon, also coming up empty-handed for the time being. He's mollied back. There was an opening here for Team Liquid, but now Furia, they have their feet confidently planted on the bomb site with the bomb itself. Flash into the face of Stewie. 4 members of Liquid trying to get out from these double doors, but everybody's just being culled right back. Naf, sure, he may connect the scout shot yet again, but it's way too little, way too late. If Alige gets that kill outside, if that stutters Furia even for another moment, then maybe, just maybe, the defense can reel back from lobby. His next charade, but look at the T up close. Yuri, he's creeping inwards. Oh my God, Naf, he just barrel stuffs him. All of Yuri's, attempted work there. He thinks he's James Bond sneaking up close. Naf just splatters him like a bug on the windshield. Insignificant. Twist, easy hut kill, and now it is just Vinny. So Furia, they tried to go silent across the map. They tried to...
At this point, it's all about just throwing in all the risks you can if you're Vinny. Be as unpredictable as possible. Play as crazy as you can, because all the weight's off your shoulders in terms of expectations. First kill in this confrontation goes his way. There's a smoke put down on the site, and now he's going to try and spray through there. Wasn't too far off, but Twist returns fire. Very nice try from Vinny. A bomb plant plus taking.
Art's on top of the smoke here towards the vent. He hears a player making a bunch of sounds here. That's Twist. Just kind of playing around haphazardly. Grim taking his place. Alige with a spray into 2 Ts, and Henny's all that's left over. He may soften up Alige significantly.
This may lull Henny into a false sense of security as he comes outside of hut. First kill goes his way. If Alige goes down, this is doable, but he pulls the bomb out. So unfortunate. Kills, but they've got to put that to the back of their minds, because now it's against the rifles, and Nafly misses another shot. These are shots he'd normally be landing, and it could have a big impact. Good damage put down onto Art through the box. Missing out a couple more opportunities. Stewie goes out to try and deal with that threat, and in doing so, he overextends. And Vinny will capitalize. Alige goes aggressively, trying to catch them in rotation, and Yuri is sat there waiting with the Galil. So you can see the domino effect of Nafly missing the AWP shot, putting his teammates in danger. And now with his death, alongside Twist, this round is surely going to go the way of the Brazilians. And Liquid will be trying to save 5 map points, barring a miraculous clutch from Grim. But it is looking bleak now. The NA squad. Don't get overzealous. Don't give this away again. Shot missing out.
What?
And Naf continues to peek. I'm not sure if he didn't realize that shot was aimed at him, but still comes out with the deagle and punishes Art. Alige now, close range with the deagle. Keserato maybe doesn't anticipate the close angle. Alige splatters him, and then Yuri! He is waking up, answering the call of his teammates, and Liquid rally one more time. 4 more to save. Through upper, maybe having onto A, and Stewie, realizing it, pushes with twists. Keserato gets nullified, and now Furia have to change their decision. Instead of going up through heaven, they decide to dip down towards the B site, but Alige is here. Alige in wait, springs into action for 1. Flashbang out affords him the opportunity to just change up his angle somewhat, and the bomb carrier of Henny is now stuck behind the boxes. Time is running, is dwindling. Those sands of time beginning to erode and splash across the rocks of Liquid. And Liquid get themselves across to a 12. Seems like it's been swelling too much. Nafly wanted to get aggressive. Molotov's there to greet him. Smoke goes in, but it actually narrowly misses. That may help out Grim, who goes and overextends. He goes all in, fully commits to it, dies in the process. Twist now holds the line at the back of Silos with his AK. And Stewie, with that aggression, lands the dink onto Henny, so brings him down to his knees in terms of HP. And maybe Naf can do the rest, but that's a solid smoke. Forces Naf to commit in. Furia, playing with their food, it would seem, start to back away again, but this could get Nafly into an aggressive angle. If he misses this shot, that would have been the bomb traversing down towards B, but instead he holds the line.
20 seconds left over. If he dives down to that B site, you've got a Liege lying in wait. If he checks vents, he's clear, but he doesn't. And Twist finds the better of the timing to give Liquid that 14th round. Have an M4 at his feet in case he gets aggressed. Nice to have an emergency plan in place. Naf eats a couple flashes. The T's, they're trying to pick up the tempo here. They're already starting to compromise Mini. Grim, he shuts that down. Twist gets the kill in Hut. It's only KSerrato to answer, and overtime looking oh so likely. Unless Yuri can go massive in the 1 versus 3. The grenades go past. He tries to push, and Team Liquid hang on for dear life.
Molotov goes in, forces a leash back, and now nafli couldn't ask for an easier shot. Completely open, no smokes down there. There's the second. Oh, he's feeling it now, Scrawny. You better believe that confidence is boosted up nicely.
Grim, he's ready to catch a head on KSerrato. Now it's inside of Hut. The next kills and start to unfold. Vinny, he's going to get caught by a bit of damage here. Naf in the open, still able to fight tooth and nail. 15 HP left as the Liege gets that final kill.
Be a combo breaker when it really counts for Furia. A Liege aggressively out through main. First player falls, some damage done. That player advantage has now been nullified, mitigated entirely. Will this post plant be nullified? KSerrato says no with his AK. Henny sprays in, anticipating that nafli will be the last player to make a move through main, and that is the correct assumption. This Molotov is going to completely deny him. In actual fact, it was a flashbang, pardon me, but it doesn't really matter.
Towards the close of Nuke. However, they did just win that most recent round, so considering the momentum Liquid had used to get this far, now things start to collapse around them. 3 immediate kills coming out for Furia. The confidence to just rush into the A site leaves Stewie, who has been strapped for frags all second map long, dies empty-handed. Furia with 2 T rounds.
And it was this man, Art, who was so aggressive with the AWP all half long. Does land a shot there. The no-scope nearly gets the second. And Twist now gonna barrage outside of Hut with his teammates. But both AWPs over here. Henny got a fast enough call that he rotated in through heaven and puts down the pain where it was required. Liquid, 2v3 stacked against them with nafli on a measly 9 HP. And they smoke onto the site and decon. They're going to try and push behind this, but here's Vinny from the double doors, taking significant damage. This would be such a huge moment for Grim to step up and clutch out for Liquid. If he pulls this off, they're right back into this overtime. Otherwise, they're eyeing up 2 map points for Furia, and he can't get the job done.
And Henny, he just has to hold off for his teammates to arrive. He goes aggressive. He decides to fight before the other pieces are in place, and it works. But oh, Liege, he looks away just as KSerrato goes for it. It's Stewie's chance to claw this one back. 2 men in the post plant, Grim and Stu. Grim shuts down the peak from the double doors, and now it's even, but not the HP. Grim, he just turns on a dime and shuts it down in time to leave it on KSerrato. He has a huge health advantage, and an excellent grenade to the back of the bomb site shuts that one down, but now he knows where Stewie's at. A single bullet would be the difference, and Stewie's just gonna patiently post on stairs. He waits and dares KSerrato to try and stick the defuse, which is exactly what he's gonna do. Stewie runs out and goes down, but now he's back on it. Is there time? It comes to the wire. Oh, and Furia win the round. Furia push this to map 3.
It's all reset. Effectively comes down to a best of 1. Henny dropped early on to the hands of Twist, and now Stewie 2K gonna be asked to fend off the oncoming T's. Grim pushed to the back of the site. That pistol aim is true. It is crisp and carves into the head of Art, looking for another one, but Yuri denies him. Oh, Yuri spins around and perforates the smoke for a second frag. But because the pressure has consistently been applied, Liquid now have the player advantage in this post plant. Albeit with Stewie on 4 HP, they do have a kit. Only a decoy alongside it. Vinny comes in for 1. Going to be spinning back out again, but can't pivot into a second. And now KSerrato holds the line for the 1 frag. Twist is low. He is lumbered. He has been fragged down. And KSerrato will take the first pistol for Furia. We are perfectly placed for a very close nail-biter of a finish. Another dink. This time it's Vinny. 3 players. The Furia, 50 or below HP, but they're getting it done. They're making this low HP work for them somehow, some way. They've cracked open the site, and now nafli with his Mac 10 looking to rip through the oncoming T's, and he'll do just that. Switches across to the CZ. Perfect positioning to allow his teammates to funnel their way through. One of which is going to join them on Ruins. That's Elise, but he gets wrecked down to 3, partially through the smoke. 10 seconds to play with. nafly is going to go for the peak and denies the bomb plant.
With the 4K, Naf now on the M4, peeks into Art, loses his head. Art is the only rifleman of this third round. His teammates, already low on utility, have 2 flashes to their name, but they just got their paws on that M4. Now Twist, he's gonna have to keep his head down. He loses to Vinny on that picked up rifle, and Yuri connects with the Tech 9. Dude, this is just like Nuke. Back and forth and back again.
They're okay to give them the 2 SMGs. It's not a great deal.
But Grim, he is just all the way back. Now there goes the flash. He tries to peek out and sees nothing. Oh, Yuri, he was jumping up, tunnel visioned on it. Naf now trying to connect through the side of the smoke. Will get one, but he's down to 12 HP. And Twist, he could get called into the action, but he's so far removed. That's close, so dangerously close to stopping the bomb plant and throwing this 2 versus 4 into question. But I think we already have our answer. FURIA should have this 5th round. Naf and Twist, they're going to try and make it happen. 2 T's stranded in the pit, neither of which is watching coffins. Naf gets 1 before he dies, and Twist, he has more health than the last 2 men combined. Flash goes over top. First peek is there for him to take. But he doesn't have the kit on him. He's got the players dangerously close, but he has to walk away. He cannot close this round. It's FURIA to lead 5-1.
He's trying to keep them busy so they at least die from the bomb, but I think they're going to be okay. Oh no, Caserado does go down to the bomb, so it's a bit awkward, but you can see the money from FURIA.
It's not easy to contest with FURIA when it comes to banana control. It's not easy at all because they have utility and then some. Great grenade landing on the feet of the first frag. Stewie removes. Grim, wild spray, labored effort, but he connects it in the end. And there's a second player here. It's Elise taken down on the side of coffins. Oh no. Team Liquid, they had yet another chance. Naf wastes no time, but he survives mere seconds. Twist, 1 versus 3, another ridiculous round. They commit. You never know what's coming on this B site, and despite the best efforts of the rotators from Liquid, FURIA to go towards this A site, it would seem. Minute 20 means they have time to turn tail, but Stewie gets aggressive in the apps. And he gets 1 off his pistol. Now it's Elijah's turn with the Deagle just beneath them. He can't quite find the angle. They fall. Bomb now dropped on top of him. Caserado able to trade it. Elijah hands on the AK. And both those players so close. Far closer than Grim is on the rotate with only his 5-7. Elijah near omnipresent in this pit.
But is it going to yield the round? 12 seconds. FURIA, you've got to get a move on. You can't afford to just sit in position anymore. You've actually got to press aggressively. You've got to do something about this. Hart now stuck all alone and gets picked off by Grim, and that is much better from Liquid. Just what they were looking for. You know you have to player advantage. nafly playing in the alcove, trying to bypass through flashbangs, but he's already low HP, and that does put him into a position where it's a one and done at best. Good flashbang tossed in, catching players with flashes. Oh, please, triple spray. Unreal plays from the NA Hope.
Throughout the first 40 seconds, now they are right here on a leash. And can he do it again? Now he's caught playing with grenades. Oh, which lands right on the feet of Vinny. But this A site's definitely in question. Twist and Pit, Naf on site. Twist, not even inside of the pit, but rather just holding in the open, and it's perfect. Up until Art's 1-op shot, it was flawless. But Art coming in big with the 2 kills nearly for a moment made you believe. FURIA, they're sizing up this open banana, Vince. They are getting ever closer. Grim, he's going to be on a different position. Now he has a bit of an angle. Stewie, again, a missed shot, but Grim comes in with the double. Stewie then connects his. And that Molotov forces Art into the open where Elige lies in wait to just clamp down on that final effort of FURIA.
These double ops in play, everything changed. It's not just the fact that FURIA and nafly have been landing a ton of frags. It's the fact that mentally, you know they're on the table. And FURIA seemed to have maybe gone a bit too aggressively as a result of that. Ali sprays through the smoke, but it comes out second best. Chewy gets flashed and fragged by Art, but a position they've not used yet. Grim up on the boost, doesn't get peaked. And now he goes in for more, but that overextension costs him dearly and potentially cost Liquid the round. Twist has made a quick rotation through onto Banana, but he's all alone. There's no foundation for him to build off. And he's making noise. He wants to try and buy up some time and just run straight at the T's, catch them off guard. But now there's another Molotov down. Wherever he moves, the floor is water. And Liquid water at that, and Liquid will get...
When FURIA started off on Inferno, but Liquid found some footing. And if they can find a second pistol, then we're all tied up at 8. They're looking for it quick. As they charge up to the top of Banana, it's only Twists with 1 kill. Vinny has that double. And Queserado's got him covered in terms of smoke, but a gush, regardless, takes Vinny down to the bare bones.
That may even give FURIA an idea as to where the bomb is planted. These are little intel and little scouting tips that they've picked up. And he's taking it slowly. So they're going to try and overwhelm Nafly. They know Naf is balcony or apps. Chewy now moves back. They've got a decent crossfire down. And now it comes down to aim. How is he dueling? How is the time management? Additionally, Nafly spins around and gets one. But he's the last man standing. He goes down. It's incredibly close. Is there going to be enough time for this defuse? No. They have to back away. And Liquid successfully take the round and make it theirs.
Considering what else FURIA have to work with, God, that could have been big. But speak of the devil, Vinny, he is just so committed to this position, gets a second 1D, doing more than he is asked to, setting up his team to perhaps rob back this round. We've got Henny and Yuri, both in the back of this bomb site. And the T's are starting to come over with smokes and fire and fury, but Henny, now is the time. Connects a huge D. Naf, that's lag. Oh, the unfortunate timing. Alige, he too toppled. It's the 1 M4 and the dirty Deagle's damage from FURIA.
That's where Liquid are looking to push.
Stewie's creeping around the arch side just in front of the smoke. So they are absolutely going to abuse that timing. But Henny with the Galil. Hold under question. Hold under threat of crumbling to the 3 T's about to sink their teeth into this. Vinny finding that timing from the arch wrap, but Twist, he has 100 health, the bomb, and 2 CTs that lie ahead. He could even double back, and that's going to put Vinny in a compromised position. Vinny's crouching wide, and he gets his kill. 27 frags for Vinny. Bit of timing. Vinny, he starts to move downwards. Stewie hasn't quite heard it yet. Now he has. He turns back around, and Vinny able to get that kill. His 28th of this map so far. And Team Liquid, they're just going to go with what they wanted. This A play. Grim, good entry versus Yuri. Queserado in the open. Almost has the double, but Naf with the drive-by Galil puts us to the 2v2. Creeping around the sides of Arch, we've got Twist on Graveyard and Naf back bomb site. Op shot rings off. Vinny's position still unbeknownst. Now he finds that perfect timing. It's Naf who dies. Vinny arrives. 13 kills to his name now. Does that magnetize them towards it? Or do they rock the boat back towards B? Vinny aggressively peeking down. Banana gets caught. He does kill Grim, but it's 3 players for Liquid to charge headstrong towards that B site. And if Art dies to this in Twists, that it's sayonara. 10th round for Liquid confirmed.
Yeah, it's looking like a save. Their economy not out of the woods just yet, but they are getting closer and closer to safety. FURIA are going to try and keep them submerged. 9.9k.
Oh, they go for the double frag, and there's an M4 up close. This plays right into the hands of Vinny and Art, who is just there behind him. 2 kills immediately for Liquid. They think they could just pummel their way through, anticipating somebody behind Wood, but not thinking about that M4 close. Henny now contested on Arch, shuts down Alige, goes back for the repeak perhaps, but it's gonna be a little too late. There's room for Naf and Twists. The Canadian combo ready to take over this A site. They have to unearth Yuri from pit and deal with Queserado up close. They're buying their time, and Yuri, perfectly timed, goes for the double spray down. 5 survivors standing.
If anything, he's greedy, Scrawny. Give your teammates some kills.
Give him a chance. Or keep it up. Whatever works for Furia. Grim gets that entry quick on Balk, and they're just going to try and push headstrong into the A site. Stewie, good timing through that smoke, gets the best of the first rotator. Art coming in quickly from that short side. Unleash throwing utility. Art ops up, but Twist keeps him pinned down, and it's all on Vinny. Come on, buddy.
There's Vinny. He may seem like a placid, docile, kind guy, but he is ruthless on the server.
Liquid with an affinity for it. Vinny inside of the corner. Quesarado could do such a good job of drawing away the attention so Vinny can just clamp down on those first two. Perfect play. Excellent setup. And that's only afforded to you with that fourth player being in position. Because they still wanted to keep two committed to pit, just in case Liquid try to run something rampant out Balk. And now they've had to tuck tail and turn attention towards the B site. Art finding Grim and welcoming the attempt to push past him. He may only have 11 kills, but he has the confidence of a god. Peeks right into them and will not shy away. 3 kills for Art, 15 rounds for Furia.
All 5 players here, because they've given up map control against a team like Furia, they've got to go for this. And this could be the last play of the entire tournament, or perhaps not. Twist. Beautiful entry onto Quesarado, who was fully flashed. Art playing behind the smokes, anticipating flashbangs, can hear footsteps, nearly gets a 2-for-1. They lined up for him, he took down a leash, partially through Grim, I think that was. And now Vinny just goes aggressively with his FAMAS and springs Stewie into an early grave. Liquid had everything go in their favor, but now it's a 2v3 retake, and Twist and Grim have their work cut out for them. Collectively, 48 HP. Henny and Yuri alone have more HP than them, but 2 phenomenal aimers. Grim with 1, Twist back against the wall, 2 separate angles to try and fend off against, and the Brazilians will have no chill, no mercy, no prisoners taken. 2-1 to Furia.
A close on Inferno and just balls of steel on Art. The collateral in that post plant is phenomenal.